Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. In today's video we are back on Nordic Ashes and we are going to be doing a Ragnarok 5 run on Thyra. This is the skill tree that we are using on her, focusing on damage and then poison damage as well, some crit as well in there for us. So let's get straight into it. Thyra, starting off with the uncanny bow. I just found it to be the strongest thing for her, and what we're going to do is we are going to try and get a double reset going off here. So we'll see if the first ascension shrine gives it to us. If not, we will just re-roll until we can get it. So let's just hope and pray it happens here and then we don't have to do any re-rolling. Come on, game. No. So we're going to re-roll and we will see you as soon as we get it.
A few moments later.
Finally, we found a second ascension. That took quite a lot of trials, unfortunately. Some very bad luck with regards to rolling happening there for me, but we seem to be in a pretty decent spot. No idea what our relics are on the shrines. There we go. We are looking for as much damage as possible from our rerolls, because even if we have a double ascension, which you really do need because we need to have 2 double ascended relics on Thyra to make this run feasible, but we do need to have as that double ascension in the very beginning, but it doesn't even help having that if you don't get the damage that you need to deal to everything. So you do need to kind of make sure as well that you are rolling quite a lot of damage on your relics. So getting ourselves a nice epic damage over there is fantastic. We do have the epic crit roll on there as well, which is really good for us. And let's go see what some of the shrines have for us while we're here. Also, as long as you are moving, you'll also be in a relatively good position for the game. So do make sure that you are constantly moving. It will help protect you from the the owls over here, as well as all of the other enemies. So just make sure you are moving, and that's going to put you in a good spot as well. Pretty safe spot. Got to make sure that we just kill this elite though, unfortunately, so we do have to kind of move away from that shrine. There we go. We did take a little bit of damage over there. That's not the end of the world. We will be able to heal that back up using pots, hopefully. And then we are going to just grab that, and we did get the perfect final level passives possible, or upgrades. So we do just need to kill these elites, get ourselves to 5 points, and then we can grab ourselves that damage and crit upgrade. But as you can see, it is quite a tight fit over here for us. We do need to just make sure we don't die to all of these L's. There we go. Fantastic. We did get the damage and the crit upgrade over there, and that's going to put us in a fantastic spot. So this is why we double ascend. As you can see, it does make it a lot easier for us. And enemy power chances, unfortunately there is the ultra speed as well as the auto heal, so that's really bad for us. But we do have ourselves, let's go for +2 projectiles. That could be really good for us. I mean, again, that is going to be extra damage, so we are happy over there. We do get the +5 damage from the relic over here as well, which is fantastic. That's like a free chest, so let's just keep going. We are going to want to grab our ultimate as well. Hopefully we do roll quite a bit of damage from it as well, but we'll see what happens for us over there as well. Getting ourselves damage on the ultimate is going to be fantastic, because a while ago they changed the ultimate so that it does follow the enemies around and it's not just stationary. So that is going to be huge in terms of damage for Thyra. So we do just need to make sure that we have as much damage everywhere as possible. Flint on Thyra is not the greatest. We are going to be looking for poison damage, not fire damage, but it is what it is. We can't really change what relics we get from some of these shrines, unfortunately. We gotta just hope that it resets into something better or something else that we can use a bit more. But now we need to look at getting more life. We did get rid of the curse now, so now we just need to move on. We did reset this shrine again. The poisonous mushroom is pretty decent. It's just added poison damage. or poison chance, I guess, because it doesn't actually deal damage when it hits things, it only poisons them. So at least it's poison, which is exactly what we go for on Thyra, so that's going to be helpful over there. As you can see, I haven't really used any of my skill points. We are going to be looking for about 24 skill points so that we can go straight to our ultimate, and we do want to get over 25 gold, at least get ourselves a 30 gold so that we can move on to grabbing hopefully a Skog from the shop. If we manage to get Skog, then we will double ascend Skog over the double ascended poison bomb. It just would be a lot better. And then we do have an extra ascension for a poison bomb. At least we can go for the cluster bomb there as well. So that would be fantastic as well for our build. But let's just try and get our ultimate before we have to fight Lady Boated. And we also got to hope that she either doesn't get the movement speed or she doesn't get the auto heal. But if she lands up getting both, that's going to put us in a really rough spot. So we just got to hope that we get really lucky with Lady Boated and her rolls on enemy power chances. So let's just hope and pray over here, everyone, and see what we can get going for us. Again, we do need the most amount of gold possible, and we also need those skill points. If we don't get the skill points, we will land up maybe going for something more along the lines of damage, or our poison bomb in the beginning, just so that we do have that extra damage, because again, we need as much damage as possible for her. So it's a bit situational. It just depends on how many skill points we can get up to, you know, Lady Boated. We do have 2 elite fights coming up, so that is going to push us over the right amount. So that puts us in a fantastic spot. Let's get all the gold possible. And again, we did land up being quite lucky in terms of the upgrades we got in terms of crit and damage for some of our upgrades. So that puts us in a really good spot as well. 32 gold, that's perfect amount over there. I would like to do the shrine. I don't know if doing it right now was a good idea, but we'll see what happens. We are against Alfheim monsters, so that's not too bad. And we can now go straight to our ultimate. That doesn't give us enough points. We still need 1 more level, which we should get now from these elites. So that's going to be fine. We actually got it over there, and we will use it. Let's see if we get some cooldown. We did, so that's really good. We are going to pop the ultimate so that we can kill these elites really quickly, and it should be up again once we have to fight Lady Boated as well, because of the final cooldown upgrade that we got on it. So very, very good, and we are actually in a fantastic spot for fighting her. So let's see what happens. 6 skill points is what we need now, and that's going to put us on to getting mastery as well as poison chance on attacks for our ultimate, as well as for our ascended uncanny bow. So that's going to be great. 6 skill points again is what we're looking for, and the more gold we can find, the better as well. That's just going to put us in a much better spot there as well. We can actually check to see what this skill shrine gives us, or skill point shrine gives us just before, but I think we are going to land up in the fight with Lady Boated before we get to it. So unfortunately, we're not necessarily going to be able to see. Oh, it's just a stick, so that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. But we're going to grab mastery over here, and then we're going to grab the poison chance, and that's everything we can grab right now. And we do have our Lady Boated fight that's about to occur. So let's see. Hopefully she didn't get movement speed, and we also actually have all the curses on us, which is not good either. And our ultimate just completely went past her, which isn't good either. That was not good at all. Come on, ultimate, you were supposed to have killed her. If it did land up hitting her more, it would have put us in a much better spot, but we are actually going to kill her anyway, so that's fantastic. Just try and run around her, and luckily, even though they have the movement speed buff, we are still able to destroy her face. So that's fantastic. We got the best possible upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. We got our Skog from Amaranth. This is going to be the run where we utterly destroy everything. Let's grab this part over there, and unfortunately we don't have the gold for anything else. So we do have a mirror over there, but that's not very helpful. We can just grab the movement speed, ruin lastly. But now we do have Skog, so we actually going to work on Skog over here. Get ourselves some damage running out of there. There we go, that's perfect. And Skog being double ascended is going to be a lot better for me. I just prefer it over the poison bomb, and it's just going to be a lot more defensive in terms of where we can go from there. So that's fantastic. I'm really happy with the fact that we did get Skog. This is like the ultimate luck that we could have had. Getting yourself Peace Sprout would be very, very good as well, but I like the poison damage from Skog. So that just put us in a fantastic spot over there. Again, we just got to make sure we live though, because you know you can randomly just die if you're not careful, and we don't want that to happen to us. So we do have to just make sure we're continuously moving so we don't get surrounded by these huge enemies around us over here. As you can see, they're already trying to do that. But Skog is very defensive, as well as dealing quite a decent chunk of damage, so we should be in a pretty good spot. But as you can see, we're not picking up as much XP as I would like. We are going to have to try and get as much as possible from, say, elites and things like that. So hopefully, excuse me, hopefully we can pick up something like an XP magnet ring, and that's going to give us the extra levels that we need to pick up a little bit earlier. So there we go. Unfortunately, that gave us a chest, which is not what we wanted. It did give us an extra summons for Skog, which is perfect. But again, we do need... Oh, I forgot we got our ultimate to actually pop. So that's fantastic. That's going to help us with a lot of damage and clear. I got to remember to just keep using our ultimate. That's going to keep us a lot safer in the long run. So again, we can go for some cooldown on Skog. We don't really need anything else over there. And there we go. Unfortunately, the XP isn't as great as we want it to be right now. And as you can see, not having area of effect is affecting us really badly. But we did get a damage upgrade for Skog. And we actually quite in a pickle over here in terms of AoE damage. So very lucky that we got Skog. But as you can see, the way that the enemies spawn and just surround you, it's terrifying. One wrong step and you could be taking damage and dying. So we do have to just be very, very careful over here. And we do have the poison damage in our skill tree to try and get as well. And I just need these 5 points. Come on, game. 2 more levels and we are going to be in the most fantastic spot possible. Once we're able to get those poison damages off with Skog, it's going to put us in the most fantastic spot possible. Ooh, gosh, that was close to taking free damage. But we do get a life pot over there as well, which is fantastic. I haven't even had the chance to pick up absolutely anything. So let's go get the poison area. So now we are poisoning things with Skog. And I don't believe we can actually double ascend it either. So that's going to have to work. We don't need the more poison. And we will be able to ascend our bow now as well. We do have a greed over there, but unfortunately I don't have enough money to spend or to get it. We also don't necessarily have the damage just yet to worry about those raid shrines. You know, we're going to have to fight quite a lot of elites over there. And as you can see, because we are struggling with a lot of damage, we aren't in a very good spot to do those raid shrines. That could be the difference between us winning and dying unnecessarily. So we aren't going to be picking that up just yet. Maybe after we've killed the next boss, we'll be in a better spot in terms of being able to finish it. But right now, no, we can't do that, unfortunately. But getting greed would be very good for us. We do have some skill points over here to put into damage, which is fantastic. And we can actually get 2 points into our poison bomb as well, just for the extra damage here and there. So that's good. Some extra AoE and damage is going to be fantastic for Thyra. And as you can see now, we are killing more things, so we are able to get more XP and just use our ultimate over there. Oof, that was a close one. And we are being surrounded over here, but luckily we are killing things very, very quickly. So can grab that, and I think we are in a good spot to do this. Hopefully we can kill it in time before the boss spawns, but otherwise I think we're in a pretty decent spot in terms of damage right now to be able to do this. So let's see, we can pop the ultimate. That's going to help us kill things a lot quicker. And doing these raid shrines is actually good if you are able to do them. So you just make sure you are able to do it before you do it. But the reason they're good is for levels. So you do get a lot of elite fights going off during them. And that does help you get those necessary or those extra levels that you otherwise wouldn't be able to have got. So, ooh, +9 damage over there for Skog. That's fantastic. And we aren't going to pop our ultimate because we do want to keep that for the boss, which is going to spawn very soon. So we are keeping our ultimate for that. So just remember that you do have the boss fight as well. You do have to be wary of your cooldowns and things like that for them. There is some pots over here to pick up. There we go. We are at max HP. And now we just got to try and survive this next boss fight. We should be in a pretty decent spot to do so. We have 50% extra damage for that. We are going to put our skill points into the poison damage. That's going to help Skog. And then we can put 7 points into our poison bomb over here. It would have been really nice if we could have double ascended Skog. Unfortunately, you don't have that as an option. So unfortunately, we couldn't. But there we go. Very good damage, as you can see, happening to this boss. We do want to just try and stay away from him because of that attack. So very easy to dodge if you keep your distance. And there we go. Fantastic. Didn't even take damage from him. So very easy. And this is pretty much putting it in the bag. We do have the 50 gold over there, which is fantastic. And we actually get ourselves Peace Sprout here as well. But we don't need the Peace Sprout. We do need the life. So we're not going to grab that. I mean, not the life, the money. And the money is just translating to more damage. So we're not going to go for that. Unfortunately, we can't double ascend Skog. But we will get Cluster Bomb on our Poison Bomb over here. And that's going to be fantastic. We do want more damage. That's perfect. Let's get ourselves the... there we go. And we're going to go for cluster bombs. We're not too worried about deadly poison. And we can actually start putting some points into cooldown over there. So we're in a very, very good spot here. We did get really lucky in the shop. We could have picked up Peace Sprouts, but I don't think it was really necessary. And we actually have ourselves a nice charming fungus over here. So that's also really, really good. And we kind of got to just kill Harvard the Destroyer over here as quickly as possible. Perfect. That was a fantastic kill on him. And we get some damage for our Poison Bomb as well. So we're in a really, really, really good spot over here. And if you think about a lucky run, this has probably been one of those really good RNG runs. Just like, you know, when luck goes your way. I do have to be honest though, this is probably like my 3rd or 4th attempt as well though. So RNG definitely does play a big role, as well as being able to dodge the enemy's attacks and not dying in the beginning unnecessarily. So those do play a huge role in this as well. But we need to try and get this mushroom as quickly as possible as well. And getting ourselves some upgrades to our already max leveled weapons or relics is fantastic as well. So we can actually pop our ultimate off cooldown over here. We got ourselves the Charming Fungus, which is stats for everything, which is fantastic. And again, we got to get ourselves to 99 gold, and that's extra money for us. I mean, extra damage for us because we did pick up a greed as well. So that's even really, really lucky for us. Being greedy now is going to be fantastic. So, you know, gotta go and see what all these shrines have for us and go from there. So there we go. Kill that elite. Kill that elite. That's perfect. We do have a unfortunately, the burning torch over here isn't very helpful for us, but we do kill things very, very quickly now, so we do have the time to just stand here and kill them. That's perfect. And now we can just go see what some of these other things are. We 5 gold for 2 extra hearts. That is pretty good. We do get a blue heart and a red heart from that, so it is worth the 5% less damage. Being able to take 1 or 2 more hits is very, very useful over there. Kill all of these elites. That's perfect. Pick up the gold over here, and we can look for some gold. We can look for some artifacts to deal damage to the final boss, but getting to the final boss is the hardest part. The final boss himself is actually very easy compared to the rest of the run. So as long as you're able to kill the 2 bosses and get to the stage, you should be in a really, really good spot. And again, we were extremely lucky in getting the exact relic we wanted from the shop, which is Skog. And the fact that we were able to do that has made this run 1,000 times easier than what it usually would be for Thyra, because she does lack that AoE damage. So getting the Skog to help us with that extra AoE damage is just fantastic. Alright, made it through there. We do have the 99 gold now, so that puts us as max amount of damage as possible. And we actually have ourselves, oh man, is it worth the 20 gold to get burning damage and poison damage? I don't think so, unfortunately. So we're not going to pick this up. I don't think, ooh, actually we might have enough time to get ourselves back to 99 gold. So let's try and do that. We do have quite a bit of gold around us. So let's see. If we can't get it, it is just going to be unfortunate. But we can see if we can get there quickly. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get there. And we didn't even do the other raid shrine completely. Oh man, it actually reset. I didn't even know that. That Ragnarok shield would have been so good, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it. I didn't actually realize it was there. So we can go and get a cooldown over here. We can get the area of effect as well, and we should have maybe enough skill points to get the attack speed maxed as well. So yes, we do exactly amount, and that's going to put us in the best possible position that we can get for the final boss. Luckily, there isn't much that spawns relatively close to him, so our final shots can focus on the boss as much as possible. But hopefully he phases now so that we don't get too hurt. We already got hit twice, unfortunately, so that's quite unlucky for us, and I just used my ultimate at the wrong time. So that's also really unfortunate. Oh, we didn't get hit there, luckily, some magical way. So that's really good. And come on, phase, so we can kill you. Perfect, dead. So that was really good. A time of 22 minutes and 30 seconds. Not a record breaking, but a really good run. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And let's quickly see where we are on the leaderboards just before we go. And we came third. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Until next time, keep safe, survivors. Cheers.